Oh god, Apple pulled a whoopsie because Apple Watch Series 7, might end up being delayed. Let's begin. I was shocked to hear this news, because typically Apple Watch is the one thing that hasn't been delayed ever since they started delivering it in 2015, and then shortly after they started unveiling Series 2, Series 3, Series 4 alongside the new iPhones. They've been pretty on schedule every single year, okay? They just unveil them with the iPhones, and they start shipping and start delivering just about the same times as the iPhones do. Even the pandemic that delayed all of the launches of the iPhone 12, even that didn't delay the Apple Watch. That was the first time in 2020 where the Apple Watch actually launched in September without an iPhone alongside it. We got a whole event just over the fact that there's a red watch now, and the iPad's now coming in slightly new colors. But essentially, that was the one thing that they were able to keep on schedule that year. Everything else got pushed around, everything else got delayed, and now it sounds like the inverse is happening in 2021, except this time it's not actually about chip shortages. Oh my god, I didn't even think that was possible. I was starting to think companies were just using the term chip shortage to explain that they were having production issues, but Nikkei, which allegedly has several sources inside Apple Watch's factory lines, and they're saying that the production yields on the Series 7 are not looking very good. They're suggesting that throughout August they've been trying to ramp up production of this squared off Apple Watch design we've seen and heard about so much, and I was honestly getting pretty excited to see for myself, but now the quality control of these watches is likely not up to what Apple was expecting, and Nikkei is saying that that's because the manufacturing process with this Apple Watch is so drastically different from before that they're learning a lot of new techniques and they're having to implement a lot of new manufacturing processes, and apparently they haven't quite figured this all out yet, which gets me annoyed because it's already kind of weird that so many Apple Watch Series 6s across the website are no longer available. The titanium ones are almost completely sold out, the Hermes are all sold out, or the Hermes or the Hermes, I don't know how to frickin' pronounce it, but it's basically sold out. They're not available. Not that I need one, but it's just clearly obvious that Apple is kind of depleting and selling out all of their Series 6 inventory, ideally because they have new watches coming in and they're going to be ready. And now finding out that the Series 7 might end up being delayed means that we're going to just have a very large gap of Apple Watches not really being available, at least the higher end ones, until the Series 7 launches. But my biggest question is exactly how Apple is going to handle the launch of the Series 7 now, because I could see them still wanting to unveil it alongside the new iPhones, hopefully in the next couple weeks when we get our iPhone event, but iPhone 13 still rumored to be on schedule. That's not reportedly delayed by anything, probably because the design is fairly similar to the 12, so there wasn't a whole bunch of new manufacturing techniques. But is Apple going to just delay the Apple Watch Series 7 launch to be in an October event with, I don't know, iPad launches or MacBook launches? It would just feel weird, you know, to have Apple Watches and MacBook Pros launched at the same time. We've seen Apple do an Apple Watch and iPad event, but that was kind of a letdown last year, so I hope that's not the case. Honestly, I would much rather Apple, you know, just unveil the Series 7 and talk about it and give us the prices and everything alongside the iPhone 13, even if you can't ship it until October or November, and it takes them some time to get the production rate up. So it just feels like such an iPhone accessory, because it is really an iPhone accessory, and for me it doesn't make sense for them to launch it separately from the iPhone. I felt weird when they did it last year, and I hope they don't do it this year. But you know, the more I think about it, the more I realize like every generation of Apple Watch has chassis-wise been pretty similar on the sides. You know, it's always had that little curved edge, it's always had that little 2.5D glass on the top, and on the inside things have been rearranged and shifted around and the display's gotten bigger and all that. But maybe shifting everything to this squared off chassis, you know, is not so simple as it is with iPhones and iPads, because you're working with such a small form factor and they had to redesign the battery, the ECG, the Taptic engine and everything to fit in this thinner design that doesn't have the rounded chassis they're so used to. I just didn't expect this to be as big a problem as it reportedly is ending up being. So what do you guys think? Does it make sense for the Series 7 to still be announced alongside the iPhone even if it is delayed, or would you rather them wait until October or November to unveil it? That's just gonna feel weird in my opinion. But all that good stuff, let me know what you're thinking. This is your Apple Sheep here. See you guys in the next one.